So what's the craziest thing you've ever done in this car?
Well, this trip, we followed, was it Dean? Dean, yeah, Dean, because he lives in Boulder and he knows that country. He grew up there, I assume, and he's older than Ron, I think. But anyway, nonetheless, so he knows his way around, and so he said he had this neat side trail we were going to take on, something about 1.25 miles long tunnel. And I thought, ooh, now this sounds fun. And I had no idea that it was an abandoned old railroad tunnel. And then he made some mention that there could be some water and rocks and all kinds of stuff in there. So we get up to this mountain tunnel, and it was awesome. But we didn't know what we were getting. We were pretty far back in the lineup, with 5-6 cars back or so, and I was driving and Ron was riding along. And I think that was the problem. See, before this, he's already trashed one on this trip. Okay? Let me just tell you that right now. He critiques my driving all the time, but he'd already trashed one on this trip. So he was riding shotgun with me on this tunnel expedition, which was a little bit dangerous because it was dangerous in there. I mean, we got one headlight and it don't work real good. It was dark in there. We pulled into this tunnel. The water was like knee deep. I mean, it was deep. Water was falling out of the roof, and there's these old Model Ts heading through this point of no return, just utter blackness in there, total black. And we're going along, and I'm getting all kinds of advice from Coach Ron over there. Too fast, too slow, get this, do that, and I'm just kind of freaked out. Man, I mean, it's dark. I mean, it's not like a chicken or anything, but it was something new to me. We're hitting big rocks in this car, which isn't mine. And so we're bouncing over these big rocks. And so I was, I did maybe have the throttle up just a little too much. I won't admit to anything, but it might have been. And we're cruising along, and I saw the car ahead of us hit something under the water, and it virtually threw them to the right. I mean, I didn't know what they'd hit because it was dark, and we couldn't see 20 feet in front of us. So I knew something was in there, but hey, we had to hit it. So I'm throttled up, we're going pretty good, and I don't know what it was. I think it was a board or a railroad rail that was sideways. We hit that thing, and it threw us probably 4 or 5 feet straight to the right. I thought I was going to tear off this whole side of the car, but somehow we managed to pull it out, and he's yelling at me the whole time. But I'm used to that, so I throttled back at this point. And so we get about halfway through the tunnel, and I'm telling you, it's dark in there, and we don't have much light. And all of a sudden I pull it up because it wasn't running quite right, and there was just steam just rolling out of everywhere. And so I asked my co-pilot, I said, do you think we're overheating, or is that just steam coming off the exhaust, because water was splashing up everything? And he looked for a minute, and sure enough, we're overheating. So we had to get out, kill it, put the belt back on in this tunnel. Well, first he made me pull the head out of the water because he didn't want to get his boots wet or something like that. I don't know. So we did all that. We're in the dark. It's raining water down. By then, a couple of the Model T'ers have caught up to us. Oh, the Texas Model T doctor came and saved us, by the way. You see my fancy white gloves that were brand new? Not so much anymore. These Michael Jackson gloves are a little dirty. So we got the belt back on. Long story short, or short story long, and we made it out alive. So that single-handedly has probably been the most horrifying experience of my Model T career. I think. Thanks.